Brent here. Welcome to Trades by Brent. We're short the S&P. We're going for a quick scalp, 3.25 points. Struggling to get down there. 2.5 minutes left on the candle close. Trading range price action. In the middle of the trading range. So buying and selling. Technically still in a bull trend, but ranging price action here with the tails on tops and bottom of the bars. Also big sell signal there. It's a bear bar closing on its low. It may or may not be a sell signal. Only time will tell. And, you know, trading's ambiguous. So you have to be willing to deal with the uncertainty. And you have to be willing to take the loss and just learn from it. So maybe we lose here, maybe we don't. We're in a drawdown. First trade of the day. No weight on it. But there were sellers up here previously. We're very high up. Big, strong trend day yesterday. Bull trend. Okay. But what happened is we opened, we came down to test the close of yesterday, and then we're moving higher. So I do think we'll get a move down. Well, the odds are we'll get a move down. But it's not happening now. So let's see what happens at the high of yesterday. There were sellers here on the previous candle. You can see that there. I'm going to keep my stop at 5 points. And yeah. Switching to the 1 minute. Strong bull bar there. It's probably what's causing the buying. That's what we want to see. We want to see some selling up here. So this showing trading range price action. Do you see how there's tails on the tops and the bottoms of the candles and that they're all overlapping? They're all kind of smushed together. That's showing a trading range, right? And here we have that as well, right? So profit taking up here. Let's wait for this candle to close and see if it can close below the prior candle. It takes a couple trades sometimes to like that and get in sync with the market. Weak bear close, but now we have a double top. Let's see if it's enough for the bears to sell. Man, where the hell is this? There it is. Double top. Bears, bulls buying that so far. God. Stop a couple ticks above here. Price looking like it wants to go higher. So the plan is okay, so we're out of there. Price definitely wants to go higher. So now let's have a look at the daily chart. Still not enough. Better. Okay. So this is the daily chart. And that was yesterday. Bulls wanting to get some follow through buying. Let me check my levels real quick. To get some follow through buying. Good morning to my man David. David, welcome back, dude. It's been a while. Hope you've been well. My music is not working. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. Great. Okay, so okay, now we got music. Now, shout out to my man David. Shout out to News Just Now. What's your name, News Just Now? Post in the chat. 3 rules of the chat. Say where you're streaming in from. So shout out your city and we'll shout you out. Number 2, positive vibes only. Number 3, talk to each other, not just me. Why? Because we're building a community, my babies. So this was yesterday on the daily chart. Breaking out to the upside, right? Technically, we're still breaking out. But let's show this as 2 consecutive bull wars. There we go. Sorry, 2 legs, rather. And we'll keep today uncertain. We've got CPI today. So reports coming. I don't know if they're out yet. They may be, they may not be. Doesn't matter. We don't know. We don't need to know. We're just looking at the charts and we're waiting and watching. Bulls getting 2 legs up. 1, 2. Let's look out. See what it looks like on the 5-minute rather. This is what we were waiting for, was some move down. But look, the bears got a big bear bar there, but look, this was profit taking from the bulls. Okay, so what I said when we started the stream was, yes, this is a big bear bar, but we want to see if it's actually a sell signal by seeing the bears can get followed through, right? Or if it's just profit taking. What we can see is that this is just profit taking from the bulls. Now, yesterday was a raging bull trend. One of the strongest I've seen. I think yesterday was the strongest bull trend I've seen all year. I don't know if you've been trading every day. For the most part, I have, but I have not seen anything stronger than I saw yesterday, as far as I can recall. So there is a lot of conviction and confidence that the price is going higher. However, there's an 80% chance that after you see a bull trend day, that's yesterday. By the way, just an interesting note. This was yesterday. This was, 8:20 a.m. here. We went 5 hours without touching the moving average. 5 hours. Okay, notice the gap. There's a gap in between the blue line and the candles. 5 hours without touching the moving average. That's just a high conviction thing you just don't see too often. Okay, but after a day where we did that for literally 5 hours, there usually has to be some relief selling. Right? So we're trending from the open. Our opening trading range was here. Okay, that's our opening trading range. And I misjudged that. So when the market shows you, you know, where you were wrong or what you missed, you just say, thank you. Thanks, market. Wild Olive, welcome to the stream. Nice, great video. Which video you're talking about? This one or a different one? Great video. Wonder what he's talking about. Oh, and by the way, yesterday, these were the best entries as far as my strategy is concerned. So when the market's raging, it's like a raging river. You guys remember the raging river? It's a raging river, very strong current, very, very, very strong current. The best entries, okay, are two-legged corrections. So here you had two legs down. One push down, a second push down, okay? So that would mean your entry would be there, right? Think about that. If you sold this, or sorry, if you bought this rather, right? If you bought the close of 47, you take no drawdown and immediately you get, you know, 6-7 points. Okay, you could ride that all the way up. Then you could either re-enter here, so you take profits here, and then wait for another two-legged correction and buy here and ride that up again. Or you can hold your position, wait for another two-legged correction and add on here and ride that up. So those would be the best entries according to my strategy, or maybe here, right? After we are breaking above that high and it's a clear, strong breakout, or maybe here, maybe here, maybe here, right? Yeah, like here might be a good one. But yeah, yesterday was really interesting to me. All right, now we're starting to get the bear showing some strength, right? And this is what we've been waiting for. So yeah, just a little patience. Bouncing at the going to get short again, and I'm willing to take the risk. Changing my mind. That would be the trade. Hesitating. Okay, let's take a breath here and just see what happens. I'll break even on that. Strong sell signal. Second bear bar closing on its low. Second bear bar getting bigger in size. This would be my profit target on that trade. Okay, so we'll see if it gets there, but see what's happening now. There's buying pressure down here, so this might change things, right? And we might continue to get some momentum to the downside, but I want to wait a while, because what the bears need to do is they need to show some more conviction. Oh, it's a vibe. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Okay, so strong momentum to the downside. That was the entry. That was definitely the entry. It's okay. To the bottom of the trading range. Trading range is here. Yeah, that's a good trade, but whatever. If this closes strong, we could see a strong move down. There's a gap down here. That's why I have this marked. We could easily come down and test that. What a bummer. Strong momentum to the downside. A minute left on the close. Hesitating a little bit, but look at how much time the candle's spending in the lower portion. If you switch to the 1 minute, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive bear bars. Now look to the left. Do you see how prominent this is? Tell me if you see that anywhere. You don't. Okay. So we can call this the trading range if we want. Right? Do you see how the low's here? That was the end of yesterday, right? And now we're right around there. Okay. So I just look at the close and I go, oh, it looks like a bottom there. Okay. And the bears are trying to break out below the low of that range right here. Okay. Successful. Right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So this is going to cause some more selling, I think. Right. Because, like, why not? You're selling low, which is not good. Or the bears fail. This is a trap, and the bulls, you know, suck the price back up into the trading range. That could happen. So we'll practice some counter logic here. Right. But if you short there, your stop is 10 points. It's kind of a lot. Let's go back to the 1 minute. Okay, so a little pause and continuing down. Probably coming down to test this gap. There's a girl across the street that I hear singing loudly in the mornings. It's so funny. No. So I'm trapped out here because I want to be short, right? So we'll exercise some patience. Reasonable to expect some buyers down here somewhere. I mean somewhere, but right now we're heading down. Three minutes left on the candle. Hesitating.
Black Eagle.
think we're coming down to this yellow area here. Another consecutive bear bar. Still heading down. Free fall. Call this free fall. Let's see if there's buyers here. What was that? Okay, so CPI came in 0.1 below. Forecasted was 3.1 for CPI. Actual was 3.0, 0.1 below. Enough to start this little sell-off. Again, right? Like, this is a target, or a magnet rather. Prior highs. Right, prior high here, prior high here, prior high here, prior high here. Okay, but now after that, right, do you see, I want you guys to see something. Do you see how the second candle, this one of the breakout down, do you see how the second one's bigger than the first one? And the third one's bigger than the second one? That's showing accelerating momentum. Accelerating momentum. So Linnell's asking about streaming. I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays only. Reaching that magnet. First target was here. Second target was here. So far, 30 points and straight down. Right. So interesting how that CPI miss was, you know, one, I think they call it basis point, 0.1, right? Enough to send the market down. But the market was already wanting to go down because after that much up, what goes up must come down. You know, the market was overbought. So this could be a climax right here. Possible climax. Buy climax means the end of trend. That's what climax means. Continuing down. I've been trading for 3 years. Question answered. How long have you been trading? Leno. Shorted there, stopped out. Got the move here. On the open. First bear bar fails, goes up a little higher. So we get a wedge, that's a wedge. Huh. This baby's going down. It's crazy how yesterday, right? This was 5 hours, right? And we've already retraced about half of that in 15 minutes. 5 hours. This is why I think the markets are interesting, just endlessly fascinating. 5 hours, 5 hours. $55 points. 20 minutes. 40 points. 30 points. 30 points in 20 minutes. 55 points in 5 hours. Interesting, right? Okay, Linnell's been trading for a year. And he watched a couple of my videos and he likes my content. Thanks, Linnell. Which one? Which video did you like and why? Why did you like it? Tell me why. So that way I can do more like that for you. Can you be specific? I'd appreciate that. I'm still new at this. Interesting that we went right down to where I marked as a target, and now we're bouncing very strongly right there. Big moves. Now, this breakout is very strong. With a strong breakout like this, I would expect, so this, they call this a leg, and I would expect another leg. Some kind of second leg. It's the highest probability thing that happens. So you get a strong leg like this, breakout. I'm calling the breakout a leg. That means it's just consecutive candles in a continuous direction. And what you'd expect is some kind of pullback from this, right up, and then more down to some extent. So let's watch. Notice, bulls buy, but there's so much selling pressure because this attracts a lot of sellers, right? That much selling. So when people see people selling, when traders see people selling, they want to sell too. But there's breakout traders who are trading this, okay? But then there's also traders on the side who are waiting to get in at a better price. Because as the price goes down, your risk goes up. So some traders like to wait for a pullback. So you may see bears, sellers, waiting for a pullback to get in. That's one possibility. Possibility number two. Counter logic. You need to look at both sides of the market, okay? We've got buyers and sellers. What are the buyers thinking? What are the sellers thinking? Sellers are thinking, we had a huge move yesterday. Look at the daily chart. We have gone up. We are, okay? Sellers are thinking, we're 130 points above the moving average on the daily chart. The market's overbought. That's what the sellers are thinking. The market's overbought. So that's what the sellers are thinking. What are the buyers thinking? The buyers are thinking, look, the bulls are in control. We're in a bull trend, technically. Look, we're in a bull trend, okay? Higher highs and higher lows, okay? So the bulls are thinking, we just got a discount, right? That's what the bulls are thinking. Because if you're bullish, and you see the market, I mean, if you're gonna buy anything, if you're gonna buy a financial instrument, what do you have to believe? You have to believe that the price is going up. It's an absolute. No one buys any financial instrument for any other reason. The only reason why anybody buys a financial instrument is because they expect the price to go up, because they believe it will. Okay. So if you're bullish and you want to buy something and then you see the price drop 30 points, you're like, hey, discount, right? And this would be a buying opportunity. So the bulls are going to see a pullback of this bull trend, right? And if we look at this from here to here, look at how that's 50%. Do you see that? This is the midpoint from, if the rally started here, and it did. Yeah, the rally started here yesterday. So the midpoint of the rally all the way up. Now we pull back 50%. 50% pullbacks are commonplace. So the bulls are like, oh, that's a 50% pullback. So there are buyers waiting at 50%. And now the bulls are like, hey, let's continue buying. So that's my best analysis of the buyers and the sellers at the moment. All right, from Linnell. You did a couple of videos on other traders. Some I watched, and I like your take on their content. I also like your approach to your trading as well. I can learn a lot from you. Also, you are all business, no fluff. Yeah, man. I appreciate the acknowledgement, Linnell. The reason why is because I'm 38 years old, right? Almost all these other traders are younger than me. They're like kids, right? So you're seeing just a different level of maturity. How many day traders you see are not, can't even put a goddamn shirt on. They're literally live streaming, showing their nipples, right? Like, what kind of shit show is that? So yeah, there's a lot of amateurs. There's a lot of amateurs on YouTube, amateur traders. So much fluff. So much bullshit. It's like showing off their cars and this and that. It's like, what a waste of time. Just can we just talk about trading? So that's what I'm about, Linnell, and I can see you're like that as well. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. So I appreciate you. That's the breakout. You don't want to sell that. Shayala Simpson. What's up, Shayla? Or Shayla? It's probably Shayla, right? The crazy thing is most of their money probably comes from their discords and programs, not from trading. Yeah, it sounds like Linnell's not the only one who's absolutely annoyed beyond belief with these fucking amateurs on YouTube. These clowns showing off their cars and bullshit like that. I made a video on that actually. I'm gonna play it for you guys because there's no good trades right now. So let's have a look. Speaking of, because Linnell and Shalaya. I think it's probably Shalaya. Did I get it? Is that it? Shalaya? I'm like trying to figure out how the hell to pronounce your name. Is it Shalaya? Tell me I nailed it. I think I nailed it. It's gotta be Shalaya, right? Okay, let's find this. Let's find this video. Yeah, this one. Okay, so here's my video for like, here's what I have to say about this topic of fake traders. Multi-millionaire trader. Ooh. Oh, look at that. He's inside of his trunk. He's inside of his trunk. Look at this clown. Showing him doing everything except trading. Trading for me like 2 seconds. For the rest of it's like, what are we doing here? So impressed. Rented. Absolutely rented. You know that's a rented house. You know what? That video reminds me of this video. Okay, check this out. How to spot a fake trader. Easiest way I understand if someone is. The easiest way to understand if someone is a fake trader is how opulent is their lifestyle. Is how opulent is their lifestyle. The easiest way to tell if someone's a fake trader is how opulent is their lifestyle. Exactly. Trend continuation. So there's a re-entry there. Your stop's 9 points though, which sucks. Bull's buying that. This is tough, right? Do you buy or do you sell? It's tricky, right? Because now we're low in this range if we consider this the range, because we're here, we went up, and then we went down. So now what we have to do is consider this the range. Okay, because that's what we're looking at, right? So here's the range now. We went up and we went down. If you have a big move up and a big move down, that's a range. For me, that is enough to sell because I think we'll get a second leg. Profit targets here. Bulls failed to get consecutive candles here. It's probably just a pause. Okay, good. So that's what we wanted. Weak follow through, but some follow through. Bears got a higher low, a lower high rather. Target is here. Two consecutive bear bars. Strong leg, expecting a second leg. Reasonable trade. We could even go much, much, much further. Right, we could retrace this whole thing. Breaking. Did we break it? No, not yet. So this number 3 shows that the risk to reward ratio on this trade's 3-to-1, which is good. But will there be buyers down here? Looks like there might be. We'll look at the momentum to the downside. So this is a momentum trade. We're betting on momentum from this guy. This is a real fuck you to the bulls, right? After a 50-point move up yesterday. 2 minutes left on the candle, spending most of its time selling, right? Finding some support there, but cracking through it. Okay, bouncing again. Okay, patience, right? A minute 22 on the candle. 2-point stop, 3.3 point risk, over 3 risk to reward ratio. $58 seconds. Let's see if this sells off the last minute of the candle. 54. Okay, so strong move down. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive candles. Consecutive candles means momentum. Okay, if they're big and they're strong and they're closing on their lows, that's strong momentum to the downside. Look at the bull bar. See if the bulls can get consecutive candles. They only got 1. Okay, so that shows that the bears are still confident. Bears get a bar. Now the bears start getting consecutive bars again. See, signal here, signal here. That's why I have the red arrows. Now the bears are getting a 3rd consecutive candle. So we are bearish, babies. That's it. Now, if you're a bull and you're thinking that the market was going to bounce here, you're trapped right now. So when one side gets trapped, it sends the market lower. Here the protocols trail the stop. So we trailed our stop. Now we've got a 6 to 1. We've got a 6.6 to 1 risk to reward ratio. Pretty good. So for every dollar we're risking 8. We're looking to make 8. However, market bouncing. Okay, that's not what we want. Now there's your second leg.
This has its own magic.
Stop loss goes to break even. Bulls trying to get consecutive candles. Remember what I said about consecutive candles? So can the bulls get a consecutive candle here? We're looking at the 1 minute chart now. I just flipped it. Let's see if the bulls can close this. If they can close this, they have 3 seconds. Okay, so now they got 2 consecutive candles. So now they may get a move up, or the bulls might see this as a sign of weakness because that's a very small candle. Stop losses at break even. I don't want to risk losing the profits, but look at what just happened. We went up and now we're dumping quick. So we just got lucky with our stop placement there. The problem with these tight stops market trying to push down. Look, 3 consecutive bull bars now, right? Will the bears sell it? Draw your trend line. Connect the lines. Okay. Bear selling right here. Look, we just connected the lines. You see that? We connected the highs. Bear selling right here. 24 seconds on the candle. If the bears get a strong close, we could probably see more momentum to the downside. Our risk is capped. So our stop loss is a break even, which is good. But we need to see some momentum to the downside. 3 consecutive bear bars. The bulls could bounce here, but I just see more down until the bears show a sign of strength. Now, if this candle's bigger than this candle, then that might change things, right? But let's watch this. They have a minute to do it, so let's see what they do. Again, watch this line, okay? And let's see if the bears sell right here. If this pattern's going to continue, this pattern, okay, down, then that means the bears will be selling along this trend line. Bouncing, 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 right? That's not good for us. But we've got to wait for that candle close. And so far, we've got 1 point of evidence showing us that the bear trend is continuing. Okay, right here. Now let's see if bar 80 on the 1 minute chart supports that. It's not supporting it. Now it is supporting it. 4 seconds left. Again, if 16 is bigger than 12, that means the bulls are gaining momentum. Look at 16, look at 12. $16 is much smaller than 12. Look at the body of the bar. Looks like the market wants to go lower. Target's here. See if we get it. Target's here. Four minutes on the candle. Buyers down there. So momentum starting to drive a little bit. Probably because we're inside this gap now. Sometimes you just have to wait and watch. It's hard to do, but taking profits there. No. Widen the... What are you talking about? Some clown is talking about widening your stop in the... Oh my God, man. What the hell are you talking about? Widening your stop? Absolutely not. Okay, so finding bars in this gap here. Sorry, I was just like really bothered by this guy suggesting widening your stop. It's a really, really bad thing to do. Not that I don't do it, but it was horrible advice. In my opinion, widening your stop is an absolute no-no. I'm like going on a rant over here. Tricky, man. Yeah. So our stop was here, right? We would have gotten stopped out there. Outside bar. This is an outside bar. And we get it. 2 candles later. Linnell, I do not have a video on how to trade futures. Would you like one? Can you guys even see me? Yeah, you can see me. Inspiration, patience. So remember I said, can the Bulls get consecutive candles? Until the Bulls can get 2 in a row. The Bears are in control. Yeah. Looks like we're gonna retrace the whole move yesterday and go and then even further. All right, Leno, how to trade futures? You got it, buddy. Would anyone else like a video on how to trade futures? Let me know if that's something else you guys would want to see as well, just so I know I'm not making this for just one person. Linnell is requesting a video. On how to trade futures. Is that So something you guys would watch. No point in making it if it's not something you guys are gonna watch. And I mean the whole thing. Pretty conservative target. Great trade here. Big breakout. Wait for the pullback. Trend continuation here. Trend continuation here. Trend continuation here. Okay. Why is it trend continuation? Because the bears got to move down. The bulls got one bar. And the bears were like, nope, we're still in control. So you enter here. You get a second consecutive candle. A small one, which actually allows you to add on here if you want. And then you ride that down. This guy threw me. Okay, this candle threw me. But it's just part of the game. This thing here. Probably see some sort of bounce. Mark usually tries to reverse at 18, so that's some strong selling though. Look, selling on its low, another breakout. Right, you can sell that. Maybe that's the end though. So I will not sell that. It's too low, but the market's trending down. That's for goddamn sure. Is it Shalaya? Did I say that right? Shalaya? No, it's not Shalaya. Shayala. Shaya. That's a tough one. To me, it looks like Shalaya, but it doesn't look like it. It's spelled that way. Sha'ala or Shayala. That's what it is. Shayala. Thanks. You could sell that. Remember I said that? You can sell that. But, you know, now we're starting to get further into the move. And next target will be here. Yeah, next target will be here. Next target, right there. Right near the low of yesterday. Confluence. Measure move target, low of yesterday. Right here. So, reasonable target there. Close enough. Sha'ala. I'm gonna keep working on that. Shay. A. Lay. Shay. Lay. Shay. Lay. That's so tough. Shayla. 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 Oh, just Shayla. But there's an extra little A there to it, right? It's not Shayla, it's Shayla. 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 Like that? I'm having so much fun with this name. Oh shit. Forgot to hit record. Got it. Shayla. That's cool. You got like the extra A in there for style. Why name your kid Shayla when you can name your kid Shayla? So much cooler. So much cooler. You got style. Your name's got style anyway. I don't know about you. I can't see you. Can't tell. But I'm gonna assume you got style like your name. Your name certainly got style. Let's assume you got style too. Shayla. Shayla. Oh, it's so subtle. Okay, so this whole move, right? If you want just some basic information on how to trade breakouts, which are pretty easy to trade and where most beginners should begin. What most beginners should start with is trading breakouts. This is a breakout. What you see a cluster of big bars in a consecutive direction, in a continuous direction. Is the word I'm looking for. Okay, so you see that 1, 2 big consecutive candles closing on their lows or closing on their highs, right? Like that would be one as well. So what is there to know or understand about trading breakouts? The market moves in 2 and 3 legs. You get 2 and 3-legged moves in the market all the time, all day long, right? So you can count them. A leg is a breakout in a way, right? So let's mark the consecutive candles. So that's one leg because you've got 4 in a row, right? So that's leg 1, okay? And you count them. The key is to count them. So trading breakouts, this is really helpful. This is leg 1. leg one, right? Now, if I was a beginner, I would want to know some reliable statistics, right? Some reliable probabilities. That's how trading works. It works in probabilities. So what's a reliable one? Anytime you get a big leg like this, a big strong leg like this, right? Notice the size of this compared to the size of this, okay? So when you get a big strong leg like that, there's a 90% chance. 90% chance. That's as good as it gets in trading. So that's almost guaranteed, which is close. This doesn't happen very often. Big strong legs like this, big strong breakouts like this. But when you see a big strong breakout like that, there's a 90% chance of a second leg. Okay, now watch. We got one leg here. We got a little pause. Bull's got one candle there. But then look, as soon as that candle closed, we did go up a little bit, but then we turned down and we got another leg. Okay, so that's right. And let's consider that whole thing a leg. Okay, it could be here, but let's consider that whole thing. Okay, so that's a great trade. And if you're a beginner, well, why wouldn't you want to practice with something that has a 90% likelihood? So if you're looking to trade that, well, that's why I marked this guy here, right? Because your stop loss, in other words, your risk, is the thing you always have to consider when you're trading. Whoever this guy was that recommended widening your stop, that is an absolutely terrible idea, because you need to define your risk before you enter your trade, right? So if you're increasing your risk after you enter your trade, then you're doing something wrong, in my view, okay? Feel free to disagree, but that's just my opinion. So here's a great beginner strategy. Patiently wait for a strong breakout like this, one leg, okay? And then enter on a pullback. So that's called a pullback. In this case, it'd be a sell. If we were bullish, that'd be a pullback buy. This is a pullback sell, entry. You put your stop loss above the second leg. So first leg's here, right? First leg's here. Second leg's here. So where do you put your stop? Well, you saw me do this, right? I'm explaining it to you, but look, you saw me do this. I entered here, right? On the close of this candle, and I put my stop up here, right? That's it. The only thing missing is you just have to decide how to take your profits, but that's up to you. Yes, your mom is extra. She sounds like she's got style too. Like mother, like daughter, right? You are so welcome. Bears selling, strong bull close. Showing this market's going lower. If this closes bearish, I'm assuming it is. Yeah, we're going lower. You know, it's rare I'll make affirmative statements like that, but okay. I think, like I said, I think the Bears want to retrace the whole move yesterday. What an interesting idea. Joshua, I mean, it's up to you. Joshua said, what do you mean it's how do you decide? What do you mean you decide how you take your profits? I mean, it's your decision, man. It's your trading. It's your account. It's up to you. It's not up to me. It's an important decision you got to make. How do you take your profits? But I'll tell you this. Your first concern is your risk. So you need to know where to put your stop loss, and you need to get good at that. That's number one. Taking profits is number two. But how and where you take your profits, trader's choice. Guys, 3 rules of the chat. If you're new here, there's 3 rules of the chat. Number 1, introduce yourself and your city upon entering. If you haven't done that yet, do that now. That's a rule for my chat room. So get used to it if you plan on coming back and you plan on being here. I'm here every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 a.m. Pacific, by the way. I'm here every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 a.m. Pacific. And unlike other chat rooms, I've got rules. Okay, so there's 3. Number 1, introduce yourself and your city upon entering. Important. We know who's here. I want to know who's here. If you're hanging out with me, if I was in a room in regular life, you would introduce yourself. Okay, so let's treat each other like human beings. Introduce yourself and your city upon entering. Rule number 1. Rule number 2, good vibes only. The internet is filled with an endless amount of negativity. This will not be one of them. Let's keep those vibes positive. Number 3, talk to each other, not just me. Talk to each other, not just me, guys. This isn't all about me. Why? Because I want to build a community, and that's what I'm doing. So if you're here, I'm here to enroll you, enlist you. I'm here to enlist your support in building this community. And the only way that happens is how? Just talking to me? Making this all about me? No, it's all about us. So you talk to each other, not just me. That's rule number 3, all right? And those are the rules of the Trades by Brand Trade Room live stream. Okay, so what we have now is a spike pullback channel. So after a spike like this, you get a big spike, boom, spikes down. You'll get a pullback, and then you'll start to channel down. So this is a very common pattern. Channel looks like that. There's buying and selling, right? But the direction continues downwards. It just continues downwards slowly. Remember how fast we went down? We went 30 points straight down. 5, 10, 15, 20. 30 points in 20 minutes. Crazy, right? And then now we went 20 more points down over the course of... So 30 points in 20 minutes, and then 20 points in 40 minutes, right? So races down, and then it moves down about half speed. Okay, at least in this case. You don't know exactly how much slower it's going to be, but it's reasonable to expect it to go slower after that big spike. There's that rush, and then the momentum continues downward, but it's a little less ferocious. I do think we'll get to that target, but let's see. I mean, that's the low of yesterday. How would we not be retracing that? See, now we're testing the breakout point. There's just so much momentum to the downside. I think we could go down a lot today, guys. I really do think that's possible, just because look at this. How can you tell the trend is strong? Do you guys want to know one of the most reliable ways to tell if a trend is strong? You might already know this, but in case you don't, this is one of the ways to tell. Look at the moving average. That's the blue line, and look for a gap. Do you see how there's a gap here between the blue line and the candles? You see that? And how that gap is maintaining. What's another way to say that? We haven't touched the moving average yet. So why is that a sign that the trend is strong? Because it tells you that the traders are willing to sell below the average price. That means that the market's more bearish than bullish. And in this case, it's strongly trending. So the bears are in complete control, right? This means we're going down and we keep going down. And there's a little bit of profit taking, right? But look, as soon as we get one candle up, bears start selling again. Okay, so that's how confident the bears are. Bears are the sellers. Question from Joshua. I'm new to all this. Literally just watching, Bren. Do you have a reaction video? I'm new to all this. Literally just watching. Bren, do you have a reaction video? And see, he was live and decided to join. Glad to be here. I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry. I don't understand. Welcome. Let me just say that. But the second part of your question is like, I think there's a typo. All right, Joshua Jones from Phoenix. Shout out to Joshua Jones. Shout out to Phoenix. I love Phoenix. I've been there. I spent New Year's there one time. It was a great time. What a cool city. Hey everyone, I'm from Houston. Nayef. Hey, Nayef from Houston. Another great city. Oh my God, Houston, what a cool city. I've been there as well. Linnell from Clayton, New Jersey. Shout out to New Jersey, baby. The dirty Jers in the house. Linnell. And my man Philip. What's up, Philip? Welcome back. Philip's all the way from Poland, y'all. Joshua said he's glad to be here. Joshua, I'm glad you're here too. And good job talking to each other, guys. That's what this is all about. I don't want this to be about just me. I really don't. I want this to be about us. But the only way that happens is if you guys talk to each other, not just me. So talk to each other, man. Ask each other questions. So tell each other good morning. Communicate. That's another sell, but we're really low now. We'll probably get there, right? 1 minute. It's very weak. Selling that. One-to-one risk to reward. Risking 8 points. Hoping to make 8. Measure and move of those first 3 candles. What is this? Dude. We're so low in the trend. Okay, there we go. A minute left on that candle. Targets here. This is the 60-minute moving average. Our profit target is right there. See that? Right there. Tightening our stop. Now our risk is 4 points. Now our risk to reward is 2. That's great. 55 seconds on the candle. Looks like we're going to hit our target. Probably coming down to test the low of yesterday.
You could be the one if it all came true?
24 seconds. We did it. We did it, my babies. We did it, my babies. Ow! Put some dollar signs in the chat. Put some dollar signs in the chat for your boy. Life is beautiful. All right. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. We're doing okay, my babies. Great trade. Oh yeah, I forgot. We gotta celebrate. Now we're talking. If you see me dancing, if you see me dancing, that means I made money. You know, I gotta do my money dance. That's right. Got to get better at trading these trends. So something for me to work on, but ideally that's a 22-point trade. As I said, probably coming down to test the low of yesterday. But when the market's like low and we're entering late in a trend, I'm going more conservative on my profit target. So that measure move profit target was the place for me there. But that felt good, quick. When it works like that, it's easy. It's not hard, but it's not usually easy. So, all right, back to work. Yeah, so starting with charting is the way to go. What I would do though, right? What I would do, my friend, Sha'ela, what I would do, now that I can pronounce your name properly, is simulate. Use a simulator. Use the paper trader. So in TradingView, you can do that. You just go to the bottom, you go here, right? And you can practice, right? And then when you're ready to take it live, you can use a broker like TradeAvate, like this guy, right? With Top Step, which is what I use. right? And if you guys want to trade, if you guys want to take your shot at getting a $50,000 account or $150,000 account, you can trade with Top Step if you're interested. That's who I trade with. Link in the description, and you can check them out. And it's super reasonable. Also, if you use my link, I think you get 30% off. But either way, you can use that as a way to assess your skills, right? But I wouldn't do that first. I would use the paper trading first, practice on the simulator, and then once you're confident in your consistency, take a shot at Top Step if you want, right? Or use your own money. But I like Top Step because there's less risk. I also trade my own account as well, so I do both. But I didn't start that way. I started with just using a prop firm like Top Step, and that's a lot easier because, you know, the fees per month, like 30, 40, 50 bucks a month. So if you're disciplined, then you can just do that until you get better, and then make money from Top Step, get some payouts, and fund your own account. All right, guys, I'm gonna take a bathroom break. I'll be back in a few minutes. Keep talking to each other. Keep talking to each other. I love it. I love it. And we're back, and we're back, and we're back. Will we get to the low of yesterday? Maybe. I think we probably will. Bull's trying to get a close on the candle. Sorry. Bull's trying to get a close on the chart, rather. So Bull's buying below bars now. You can see that, right? Bull's bought below here. Made 3 or 4 points. Bull's bought below here. Made 5 points. So will Bulls buy below here? It looks like they... No. We did not get below 25. So that would be there, right? So let's see. Wow. Seven. That's the trade I'm wanting right here. Trying to push to that low of yesterday. Yeah, that was the trade I wanted. A little too much momentum to the downside. Look to the left. You got the low of yesterday. Remember, I said I thought we were going to retrace that whole move, and we did. It took us all day to get up there. So now we've got another comparison. It took us 7 hours. It took us 6.5 hours. It took us 6.5 hours to get 55 points. Yesterday, right? Today, 55 points. Hour and 2 hours, less than 2 hours. So that's why I didn't buy that. Very glad I did not buy that. Let's take this block off. Yeah, that's what we're gonna need. Bouncing here. I'm long. I'm out. Break even. We're still heading down. So the rule is until we get some sort of strong bounce and a break of this trend line, we're just trending down. And there's the break. Uh-huh. Right here at that measure move. Strong. Let's see what happens here. Rails will probably sell. I do not trade Forex. Question, do you trade Forex? Answer, no. Linnell, thanks for being here. I'll see you Tuesday at 7 a.m. Pacific, right here. Sounds good, Linnell. This trading thing takes an enormous amount of hard work and persistence and dedication, and yeah, doing things like going back and watching the whole thing, not just part of it, but the whole thing, you know, sometimes more than once or twice, 3 times even. I've had to do that and still have to do that when I'm learning about trading, because I'm still learning, because we're all learning. So good for you. All right, I'm going to take a few questions before I get out of here. If you have questions, post them in the chat right now. Once again, I'll take a few questions before I get out of here. So if you have questions, post them in the chat right now. Okay, looks like there's no questions. Guys, thanks for being here. I'm Brent. I appreciate you. And I'm grateful you're here. I'm very grateful for your here. Grateful you're here, rather. If you want to see some of the tools I was using on my trading today, go to the link on the screen or in the description, tradesbybren.com/3setups. The link is on the screen or in the description. I will share with you my 3 favorite trades, as well as how I take my profits and how I set my risk. So how I limit my risk, rather. So hit the link in the description or on the screen for that. And I give that away for free, just to say thank you for being a part of this and subscribing, and I do appreciate you. So that's that. If you're interested in trading with the Top Step, I mentioned this earlier. I trade with a prop firm called Top Step. If you pass the challenge, they'll give you a 150K account or a 50K account, and they'll give you 90% of the profits, which is a pretty great deal if you ask me. And if you use my link, you get 30% off. I think something like that. Pretty good session today. You know, I had some challenges, but I also had some things I did well, which is usually how it goes. And I'll see you guys back here Tuesday. Tuesday and Thursday is when I do this, 7 a.m. Pacific. I will see you then. I'm Bren. Peace. Joshua Jones is asking what I trade. I trade the ES, S&P 500 futures.